Hey YouTube, it's Urgo, and I'm going to make a serious video today because I actually have a couple of big announcements. I've alluded to a couple of these things in the past, but wasn't able to get into really many specifics, but today that's all going to change. 2012 was really a great year for me, but a really stressful one as well. So when 2013 rolled over, I made one simple goal to myself. Basically, give myself some time, stop focusing on so many other things, just take some time for myself. Recently, as I was driving to actually visit one of my announcements, I saw a bumper sticker on a car, and that bumper sticker said, "Don't postpone joy." And it really spoke to me because that really has been what I've been trying to sort of set for myself this year. So I've decided I'm going to actually make it my own. Before I get too much further though, I just wanted to say, even though I'm at a point in my life where I have accomplished a number of things, and I do believe in this, for my younger audience, this doesn't mean just, slack off on all your schoolwork and play video games all day. Those things are actually really important as well. I'm just, I'm at a point where I need to stop killing myself, and, it's basically all about balance here. Okay, so announcement number one. As most of you know, I created Social Blade about 5 years ago actually, and it started out as a hobby. In 2012 it actually grew large enough finally, so in October I registered it as an official company. Now we have actually 2 full-time people, Dave on the support team and Kestel for sort of web design, servers, and all sorts of other things. And also 2 part-time people, Jenna who's working on the blogs and Tim who's handling the game server stuff. And now the big news is officially as of today, I'm 100% the CEO too. I've had a really great day job for the past 4.5 years, one that's given me the flexibility to live wherever I wanted to in the country. It's moved me, from New York down to here in North Carolina. And I actually, more than even that, I'm gonna miss the people I worked with because in many ways we really were a family. People really cared about each other. It was really nice. And in fact, actually also, the CEO, Todd, has taught me so much. And in many ways, he's been a role model to me. And I want to incorporate a lot of the things that he's done into my own company here as well. The thing is, though, there's so much I want to accomplish with Social Blade, and I just don't have the time to do all those things, having another full-time job. So that's why I had to move on to this next chapter. Okay, so announcement number 1 was about not postponing professional joy. Announcement number 2 is a much more personal one. First though, before we get into it, I want to again thank Tim. I know I've talked about him in previous videos, and even though he's only 16, he's actually helped me quite a lot in December and January de-stressing. I love hanging out in Google Plus Hangouts with lots of people. I love being able to share my life here on YouTube and have no problem talking to crowds and whatnot, but I think at heart I might be an actual introvert, believe it or not. They say you're an extrovert if you recharge your batteries by hanging out in a crowd. On the other hand, you're an introvert if you recharge your batteries by spending time just with yourself or with a couple other close friends. Tim and I spent a lot of time in January specifically just hanging out on Skype and playing video games, just talking, and it really did help get my mind off a lot of the things that were going on in my life and bring out my inner child to enjoy life more. He also probably unknowingly helped me get to where I needed to be for announcement number 2. But in short, Tim, you really have been one of the best friends I've ever had. I mean that. Announcement number 2. Back in July of 2010, I actually participated in this movie called Life in a Day, which was actually a YouTube movie. And you had to basically film your entire day, and also there was like 6 questions you had to answer. And one of them specifically that I wanted to bring up here was one that said, "What do you fear the most?" My answer back then, which I would echo to this day, was basically that I would grow old and not have a family. And in the 2.5 years since then, I really didn't do all that much to change the situation, just was hoping something would come along. But in my effort to not postpone joy anymore, at the beginning of January, I actually did join a dating site. And by the beginning of February, I found someone who I now love, and her name is Taylor. this here is actually her. Hopefully I'll get her on video soon, but this picture was actually taken the day that I saw this Don't Postpone Joy bumper sticker. So I just thought it would be appropriate here. As you can see, she also brings up a little bit of my inner child. I haven't had my face painted at all, probably since I was a kid, so we're, I think, a good match together. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. The last 3 months, and more specifically the last 3 weeks, have been a real roller coaster of emotion. But I can probably categorize it as the most important time in my life to date. So much has happened both professionally and personally, and I'm really excited to begin this next chapter of my life here. And you know what? The best part is, I get to take all you guys along as well. I really do appreciate you guys, following along on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Google+. And I love sharing things with you guys. So really, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing, asking questions. And I'll see you guys again soon. I'll leave you with 3 final words. Don't postpone